Okay, this is your Wednesday homework help. So here, what you're going to do is you're going to graph both of these equations and figure out where they cross again. That's how you That's how you solve a system, is to figure out where they cross. So my m is the number that's connected to x. Notice how this is a -5/3. So we're going to put this is -5/3. Don't make both of these numbers negative, just one of them negative. This is my rise. This is my run. Some people say, Miss Reyes, does it matter which one I make negative when negative looks like this? It doesn't, because when you divide a negative divided by a positive, it's going to be a negative. A positive divided by a negative is going to be a negative. So it doesn't matter if you put the negative on the top or the bottom. Okay? My B here is going to be 1. So now I'm going to find B on the y-axis. I'm going to find this number on the y-axis. B on the y-axis is right here. This is where I start. I'm going to use the rise over run to put points on the line. My rise is a -5, so that means I'm going to go down 5. My run is a +3, so that means I'm going to the right 3. So go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and to the right 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough space to continue, so I can't continue. Here, let's see if I can do it backwards. Instead of going down, go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough space, okay? So all I have is just these 2 points on this line. That's okay that you can see. Please extend your arrow, because even though you don't have enough space to show that there are more points, there are infinitely number of points on that line, but you don't have enough space to show them all. Now let's graph the second one. Our m here, the number that's in front of x, is -1/3. Top number is your rise, bottom number is your run, okay? Your y-intercept is a -3. So this time we're going to find -3 on the y-axis. -3 on the y-axis is down here. This is -3. So now you're going to go use your rise over run to put other points on the line. -1 is your rise, so that means go down 1. +3 is your run, so go to the right 3 times. Down 1 to the right 3. So we're going down 1 and to the right 1, 2, 3. Boom, this is where they cross right here. If I want other points on the line, instead of going down 1, go up 1. Let's go backwards and go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is my line here. Okay, where these lines cross, this right here is the solution. This ordered pair is +1, 2, 3, down 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's -4. This is my solution, because these are where the 2 lines cross each other. Okay. Number 2, in order to solve the equation, distributive properties first. So we're going to multiply 6 times both numbers in the parentheses. We got 6 times 5a, which is 30a. Let me bring this down. Sorry, y'all. 6 times 4 is 24. Now we're going to, you can't combine this, you can't combine that, so don't. Move the variables to the same side. So I'm going to move a -5a by adding 5a to both sides. Move the variables to the same side. 5a is gone from over here, and you're left with a -11. Bring down the equal. This gives you 35a. Oops, sorry, y'all. Plus 24. Okay, so now get a by itself. We're going to subtract 24 on both sides. I'm tripping. Sorry, y'all. This gives me -35 over here. Yay! So I'm going to rewrite that here. That's -35 on over here equal. And over here, this is gone, and I'm left with, oh, I'm tripping. This is gone, and I'm left with 35a. All right, so now how do I get a by itself? To get rid of this 35 that's being multiplied to a, I divide by 35 on both sides. Next time I'll go with my gut and use another piece of paper to do this. A negative 35 divided by a positive 35 is negative 1. Okay. All right, let's look at number 3. This time I'm putting this on I'm putting this on a separate piece of paper this time, y'all, because they ain't making sense what I just did. On that last problem, that was too much to try to squeeze in. I should have known better than that. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna do it right this time. 8 parentheses 1 plus 5x plus 5 is equal to 13 plus 5x. Okay, so first thing is distributive property. Okay, so when I distribute 8 times 1, that gives me 8. 8 times 5x gives me 40x. Bring down the 5, bring everything else down, okay? The second step is to combine like terms on each side of the equal sign, but do it separately. So here on this side, I can combine the 8 and the 5 together. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? Bring down the 40x, bring down the equal sign. Bring everything down on this side. I can't combine them because they're not alike, okay? Now I'm going to move the variables to the same side. I'm going to move the smaller one over here. So to move a positive 5x from this side to that side, I've got to subtract it to move it. So now on this side, this gives me that 13. This gives me 35x is equal to 13. All right, so now in order to get x by itself, I got to move the 35 and the 13. Move the 13 first. Get rid of anything that can be added or subtracted to remove. This is a positive 13, so the only way to get rid of it is to subtract it, okay? 13 minus 13, now it's gone from over here. But 13 over 13 here is also 0. So bring this down as well. We got a lot of answers that are 0, y'all. All right, so here, in order to get rid of the 35 that's being multiplied to x, do the opposite of multiplication. That's division. So when we divide this side by 35, 35 goes into 35 one time, so that's 1x. You don't have to put the 1 in front. 0 divided by 35 is 0. 0 over any number is going to be 0. So my x here is 0. Okay? Please show your work. Number 4, the last one. It says, what is the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points? Remember, there are 3 steps. The first step, step 1, is to find m. So let's label the points. x1, y1, x2, y2. And we're going to use the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, okay? So let's substitute these numbers into this formula. That's 8 minus 4, okay? See that? Then on the bottom, x2 is 5, minus is a part of the formula, x1 is 3. So this gives you 8 minus 4, which is 4. And on the bottom, this gives you 5 minus 3, which is 2. So my m here is equal to 2. 4 divided by 2 is going to be 2. So now we did the first step, which is to find m. Step number 2, we went through this in class. You have notes on this, okay? Is to find your y-intercept or your b. To find your y-intercept, you use the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. Okay? So you're going to take one of the 2 points that we use, choose the easiest point. Remember we talked about that? Let's choose this because these numbers are smaller. This is going to be my x, this is going to be my y, and this is my m. So I'm going to take this information and substitute it into slope-intercept form to solve or find B. My y is going to be 4. My m is 2. This is multiplication here. My x is 3. Bring down the plus b. So now we're solving for b. This is 4 here. 2 times the 3 is 6. Bring down the plus b. To get b by itself, you're going to subtract 6 on both sides. 4 minus 6 is -2. So b is equal to a -2. Your final step is to substitute, meant to put step first, is going to be to substitute m and b into the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So using that again, your m is 2, your b is -2. So that's y is equal to 2x minus 2. Okay? Very good. Please make sure, don't leave this blank. Show your work. If you can fit 3 there, that's fine. I couldn't. But if you do write on a separate piece of paper, make sure you take a picture of it when you submit. All right, y'all. Have a good one.